Hey guys, Classy Gengar here, and today we are debuting my draft league team for some no-name league that you'll never hear of because it's not on YouTube or anything, but these are 6 Pokemon that I drafted, and they're the Pokemon I'm going to use for week 1 of that league, which starts in a few days, which will have already happened by the time this video gets uploaded, probably. So, he's taking his time picking Pokemon, so I'm just going to go over some of the basics. Actually, I'll go over what I drafted and why I drafted it real quick while he is taking his time. So, I brought Garchomp. He is my dedicated Tapu counter. He can hit any Tapu with super effective damage. Then I've got my Metagross, which is also another solid Tapu counter. Ooh, this is a Sand team, and it's pretty scary. Anyways, back to it. Mimikyu, which is just a good mon to, and it's my mascot. And then a Celesteela, another good mon. It counters a lot of popular Pokemon in the meta. It's good and stally. Then there's my Porygon Z, which is just, I've been using it since I started doing competitive Sun and Moon, and I'm just going to keep using it. Then I've got Salazzle, which is a good counter to a lot of things, another counter to most of the Tapus as well. It can't take hits very well, but it'd take them out. Then we've got Espeon, which is my way to prevent hazards. Not really a counter, but it is a preventative measure, and it's a good psychic type. And then I got Alolan Muck, which is potential bulk. Gum, which is going to be Clefable. I don't think he's going to stay in here. What does he have? He sends out his Clefable. He doesn't really have anything that really wants to take the Meteor Mash from me. But I'm going to go for Meteor Mash. This is a bad matchup for him. The Decidueye. Is that resisted? I don't think it is. This is, it misses! Interesting. Very interesting. Interesting indeed. Is he going to go for the Ghost type move? I'm predicting the Ghost type move. So I'm going into Porygon. Which, he could go for Sucker Punch, which is fine. That miss was huge. Sorry about my hair, I know it looks like shit. That miss was huge, though. I'd really put a damper in my, getting that Meteor Mash would have probably put him in Bullet Punch range. And that would have been great, but, you know, things happen. Things definitely happen. So he actually got pretty lucky right there. You know, things are what they are. So I wonder what he's going to bring in. Porygon Z puts in pretty good work. He could bring in his Boldore, which is a pretty solid counter to me. I could probably one-shot the Clefable, so I'm not scared of that. Archimedes. Alakazam. This thing's probably sashed. Is it? Would it be, or Life Orb? What's he gonna go for? Focus Blast? Potentially. I'm gonna go to Metagross here. I don't really know what he's gonna do. I don't want to lose Porygon Z, and if he's sashed, I kind of don't want to waste. He's Mega. All right, so I don't know if I could have lived anything, but unless he goes for the Calm Mind, which I don't think he would have done that. He just goes for the Psychic, okay. So I'm actually in not a bad spot here. I can definitely take this guy out with a Meteor Mash. Nothing wants to take a Meteor Mash. And Bullet Punch after a Meteor Mash will definitely do solid damage. Decidueye comes back in. So I do get this one. This has got to be defensive. And I get the attack boost. Oh, wow. So he might actually go for the Sucker Punch here, which is No? Okay. So at +1, I think I should be able to take him out. No, he lives! Barely, though. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. Not that much, though. Not that terribly much. But once this thing goes down, I will be able to get out of here. So we'll just see if he has Sucker Punch. If I might outspeed. I know I have a pretty good base speed, I think. Even though I'm not invested. Yeah, okay. So Decidueye's down. I don't think that was too much of a threat. But I don't think he has anything else that wants to take Meteor Mash. Well, at least. Herdier probably could, and it will outspeed. Boldore can come in here. It has probably a sturdy. I'm just kind of thinking what's his play. I think Metagross was great to bring. It's obvious now that it's not Mega. I think it's pretty good. He's probably going to go for the EQ here. Or the Sucker Punch. What would he do? I'm going to bring out Celesteela. He can predict this, but I don't know what he really has. Yeah, okay. So, he did go for the Earthquake. He would have outsped. What does he have? He could probably go out into... I kind of want to think he's going to go into... He's not going to want to stay in here, I don't think. Because I can Leech Seed up on him easily. So he's probably going to go into his Magic Guard. I assume it's got to be Magic Guard, Clefable. But he might stay in. If he stays in, he'd have got me good. But no, he's going to withdraw. Gigalith. Alright. Which I'm fine. I'm good in the sand. I'm physically bulky. And I've got I went for the right play here. But he is going to have his special defense boosted a good bit. That still does really solid damage here. He's not leftover, so he's probably soft sand. Easily outspeed here. He's probably going to go for Stone Edge. It's going to hurt, but it's not going to take me out. Stealth Rock. Stealth Rock. So it's getting up his hazards, which, you know, that's not too bad. I can deal with hazards. Honestly, I'm not in a bad spot at all. I'm doing really well in this battle. He's trying something new, which is, you know, risky. It's always pretty risky doing something new like this. Testing out a new team, which is, he's never used this team on me. It might not be a completely new team, but definitely one he's never used against me, and I definitely brought some serious power to this match. Some serious power. I wonder what he's going to do now. Who does he have? Clefable, probably not. Probably see Alakazam coming in. Stoutland. Maybe he has Fire Fang. It will outspeed. I'm gonna go for Leech Seed here. He does carry Fire Fang. I'm at +1 defense. And yeah, I eat that up. Eat it up. Leech Seed's gonna come out here. Yeah. Maybe I should go for the Protect. Maybe I should go for the Protect here. That's what I'm thinking. He might try to go for probably another Fire Fang, but he might swap because no, he's just gonna stay in and go for it. He might be Choice Banded. That's why it did pretty good damage. Because I've actually survived one from Mega Garchomp a little bit better than that, so it leads me to believe this thing is Choice Banded. I get the special defense drop. So let's see here. Is he gonna stay in? I will be able to kill him, take him out with another Flash Cannon. And I think pretty much Celesteela could potentially sweep with everything except for the Mega Alakazam. That's the only thing that really... So he's probably just trying to get me in range from for his Mega Alakazam, which is kind of scary, but I do outspeed with other things, and he would have to probably use a Focus Blast to take me out. He got another defense boost, which actually is not going to help me against the Alakazam unless... No, he had Psychic, so... But this is a... But if he does bring out a Zam, he gets my Beast Boost. Which means that if he does manage to take me out, I would be... And he would get a plus special attack, and that would be pretty scary. It's not as scary as a Charge Beam Mega Zam. That is terrifying. Terrifying. Absolutely horrifying. So this has been a quick battle, and I'm kind of glad Archimedes, he is going to go back into his Mega Zam here. All I really need is, I'm going to see what he's, I'm just kind of going to scout here. If he has Calm Mind and went for that, I'm screwed. No, okay, he just gets the Focus Blast. Alright. I do have the Mimikyu, actually, so I'm not even scared of this thing anymore. Not in the least. So knowing that he has to go for Focus Blast, he does hit, which is quite scary, but is not even enough to take me down. So this was yeah, that did pretty good damage. Sandstorm is gone. That means my Mimikyu can easily come in here and clean up this. So I'm not even going to try to stall it out anymore. He's going to go for the Calm Mind, which is kind of iffy. I don't know if I would have done that personally. But I mean, he probably predicted the Protect or something. So me going for damage is definitely, he's got to go for like Shadow Ball or something. Like the Focus Miss is just too crazy. Before, you know, anybody watches this video and think that I just blew him away, I want to point out that he was running a themed team, like it was for the sand, and I'm actually bringing a lot of powerful OU Pokemon that seriously put in work. So I could go out in Metagross here. I'm just gonna go in Mimikyu. I'm not going to dilly-dally at all. So I am just gonna go for the... Oh, that's right. Alright, well that's even still, that's not too bad. I will be able to take him out before something's taking a Shadow Sneak, so he did take out my Celesteela though, which you know, it's fine. But yeah, so that's actually what I drafted, and I was actually in the middle of the draft for this league, so I think people just were so caught up in trying to get the Tapus that they kind of figure that there's a lot of good stuff that counters the Tapus perfectly and still provide a good basis for a team, like Garchomp and Metagross. Both of those handle Tapus fine. Choice Scarf, Garchomp handles Bulu easily. It handles Coco easily. Now Finny, defensive Finny, not so much, as well as a Tapu Lele, but still it handles half the time. Metagross actually handles that just fine, so he probably is going to outspeed me here. Earthquake, this thing might be Choice Scarf or Choice Banded. I kind of think that it is. I don't know, I think this thing is relatively fast too. Alolan Ductrio, I've never actually seen anyone use it. Oh, but it's frail though. It is frail. So now I think he's only got his Clefable left, and that's kind of scary. Clefable is kind of scary. It can do so much, especially if it's defensive. I'm just gonna go for the... I'm actually in a pretty good spot. I mean, obviously, I'm in a pretty good spot. Moonblast. So he's just gonna go for the damage. So he could go for Soft Boiled. Probably. He's got leftovers. He might have he might have Wish. I don't know if Soft Boiled is a move you can get this generation on Clefable yet. Not until Bink comes out. He's just gonna go for the blast. Alright. Metagross can come in, and I believe I take him out with a Meteor Mash. Maybe even at... probably not full. That's probably a little much saying that. So, this is actually my first time... Okay, before I jinx anything, I haven't won yet. But if I do, this would actually be the first time that I've beaten him. We've only had a handful of OU matches between the two of us though. So I mean, that's not like saying too much, but this is actually the first time I would have won if I win. Which it looks like I might. I don't think this thing is going to be speed invested. I mean, might. And apparently Meteor Mash tends to miss for me quite a bit, so can't rule that out. Alright, it doesn't. Alright. Well, thank you, Jose, if you watched this, for the great battle. It was definitely interesting. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. It was great for me to test my team out. I don't know if this is probably a test for you as well, but thanks you guys for watching. I like to win, but I mean, I'm not going to brag too much about it. So follow me on Twitter. I really need more Twitter followers because I kind of want to rely on that to get battles for YouTube instead of Facebook groups. But I don't know if you guys don't have a Twitter. I kind of understand that. Also, if you guys want to support me on Patreon, there are going to be rewards. I think I'm probably going to introduce some t-shirts and maybe stickers. So stand by for that. I'll let you guys know. I will debut them. But have a great day, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I sure did. Later.